China has underscored the importance of Beijing and Tokyo maintaining high-level exchanges after a meeting between a senior Communist Party official and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida.
要推动互信互利合作，同时呢，要全面推进中日战略互惠关系。同时，我们也重视两国之间存在的一些挑战，也有一些分歧。那么这些问题呢，我们希望能够通过双方的外交渠道的这个磋商，能够逐渐的加以解决。
And for more, our senior correspondent Michio Ishida joins us from Tokyo. Michio, could you tell us more about what was discussed at these talks between Prime Minister Kishida and Liu Jianchao from China?
Well, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told Mr. Liu Jianchao his commitment to pursue mutually beneficial strategic ties, a constructive and stable bilateral relationship, and at the same time discuss issues where they differ in position. Now, Mr. Kishida asked Mr. Liu to lift import ban on Japanese marine products in place since the release of treated radioactive water from the crippled Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant last summer. The Chinese side, however, called the water nuclear contaminated and sought for appropriate measures to be taken. You know, the International Atomic Energy Agency regularly reviews the safety of the water released, and Mr. Kishida is believed to have explained that. Now, Mr. Liu told Mr. Kishida to abide by the One China principle and that the maintenance of stability in the Taiwan Straits is of interest to both countries. And Mr. Liu also met Foreign Minister Yoko Kamikawa. She explained Japan's position on Senkaku, which China also claims and calls Diaoyi in the East China Sea. She called for the release of Japanese businessmen detained in China, which has discouraged Japanese firms from sending their employees to China, slowing down business interactions.
Michio, the various issues you've outlined, some of them, they run deep, they're historical differences. How much can talks like these, given that these differences run so deep, how can just talk alone improve ties between China and Japan?
Well, based on today's discussion, the tone and issues appear no different from what Mr. Kishida discussed during his meeting with Chinese Premier Li Qiang in Seoul earlier this week on the sidelines of the Trilateral Summit. But if I were to point out positive signs regarding ties, there were. A Chinese Communist Party minister decided to visit Japan immediately after this Trilateral Summit, accepting the invitation from Japan's ruling party. And Mr. Kishida said dialogue between political party representatives was significant. Now, Mr. Kishida has been willing to cooperate with China in areas of common interest, and Mr. Liu is reported to have consented to expanding dialogue, and that reflects the agreement reached between Chinese Premier and Mr. Kishida on pursuing dialogue. So dialogue indeed is relevant.
Oh, thanks. Michio Ishida in Tokyo there.